plan was simple, another weekend chasing tough West Coast tracks. But when a massive snow event appeared in the forecast, everything changed. We scrapped the original plan and headed for the high country. This time we're joined by Sam and Mitch from Built Not Bought, who made the trip over from Australia in their BMW M57 powered Hilux. When I promised Sam the best wheeling New Zealand had to offer, I wasn't exactly thinking blizzards and negative degree camping, but that's where we've ended up, and it could not have been more perfect. What followed was one of the most unforgettable missions yet, punching through deep, untouched snow, crossing swollen, icy rivers, and camping in temperatures well below zero, all with great company and plenty of shenanigans along the way. This is a trip we won't forget, and like usual, it starts by airing down.
It's fresh this morning, far out. Kia ora guys, good morning, far out. How good's this? Snow, finally snow wheeling on the channel. This is something special. We're in the beta truck as usual. We've got Charlie, who you saw in the last video, now running bead locks and heavy duty steering arms, so we won't have a repeat. And then we've got a special guest. We've got Sam and Mitch from Built Not Bought, all the way from Australia, and we're taking them out wheeling for a few days. We're meant to be on the west coast already. However, when we saw the forecast was scheduled to dump a bunch of snow, we made some changes of plans so that we could do a bit of snow wheeling before taking them over to the coast. So we'll have a coast video out, but for this video it's going to be all about the snow. How keen are you?
Yeah, look, I'm keen, but you can tell it from Queensland because I got like 30 layers on. It is so cold here, man.
It's brutal. And then Charlie's running around in shorts. What a legend.
That's psycho behaviour.
Anyway, we are gonna crack into it. We've already aired down our tyres. There's so much snow on the road, I wanted to get the tyres aired down sooner. But yeah.
What up?
Yeah.
I was hiding in the car because I'm freezing.
It is pretty chilly.
I've decided to go the not so many layers route, which will be a bit colder, but I'm just got a bit more comfort in the car. I can move more, but I'll just stay inside. Mitch is on the camera today, so he's got 400 layers on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's like practically twice his size in clothes.
It's because I got to get out of the car and film all
Yeah,
day.
but he is definitely winning because he's got a heated jumper, and the rest of us are just peasants in hoodies and raincoats.
All shorts, bro.
Yeah, Charlie's a madman. What's up with the shorts?
It's a lovely summer's day, you know.
Anyway, with all that being said, let's get into it. Unfortunately, we're having issues with oil in the harness. It's never been an issue with this truck, but I swapped ECUs last night because I just tested a tuned ECU, and it seems like it's gone and allowed oil to get on the pins. So a bit of contact cleaner hopefully, and it'll start running a bit happier. Well, that was very not ideal, but it's all up and running again for now. Hopefully we don't have to keep doing this because I don't want to run out of contact cleaner. Not ideal. Anyway, these lads just told me that they don't even have a heater core in the Hilux because it's all Australia spec.
No heater at
No
all.
heater.
That's why I'm dressed like
Mate,
a Wookiee.
that's brutal.
Yeah.
Way keener than me. I'd be at home if I didn't have a heater. This is absolutely magic, guys. This is so good. Anyway, that is the Avoca Valley which we're heading up. Unfortunately down there I see wheel tracks, which means we're not the first people. Someone is ahead of us, but I'm sure we'll have a great time anyway. I really wanted to be the, people cutting their own way through the tracks. But I know of a wee side track which I'm pretty confident we should be able to, no one else should have been up. and hopefully we get to, you know, forge our way through some fresh snow. But this is just so beautiful. I had to stop the Wilberforce Valley out over there with the sun on the mountains. It's just magic everywhere. I'd love to go up the Wilberforce, to be honest, but it's a little bit lower elevation. We're looking for the deepest snow we can pretty much find, and yeah, the Avoca should get us deeper snow, and also it's a smaller river, so less river crossings to do and small ones. Anyway, let's press on.
This man-made crossing marks the start of the four-wheel drive track. It's a shallow crossing with a solid stony base, so it's an easy way to crack into the weekend. We actually ran this track only about a month ago, but the conditions now could not be more different. Normally I avoid redoing tracks I've driven recently. New Zealand really spoils us for choice, and I'd rather chase new views and tackle new challenges rather than repeat the same ones. But given the circumstances, this valley was the perfect call. We'd originally set aside this weekend to take Sam and Mitch out for some tough west coast wheeling, but I'd been keeping a close eye on the weather forecast, and the closer we got, the more promising it looked for a big dump of snow. Sure enough, a couple days out and a significant snow event was locked in. Plans changed immediately, snow wheeling it was. A snowfall of this size is actually pretty rare at this elevation, so it felt rude not to make the most of it. At the start of the valley, we were only dealing with a couple of inches on the ground, but I knew a couple of tracks that climb way up in elevation. Up there, we could expect a solid foot or two of snow. The snow also came with a heap of rain, which is why we chose this smaller valley. The river here isn't hit as hard by the heavy rain thanks to its catchment size and location. Still, we'd been warned that it would be pumping, so we were pretty nervous to see what it looked like and whether it would be crossable.
It's so deceptive, it looked so deep, but that was fine.
To our surprise, the river was running pretty clear and much lower than expected. That was fantastic news. It meant the trip was officially on. Time to go hunt down some deep snow, but first, a few shenanigans.
This is awesome, we finally found a section of track that someone else hasn't driven. So we're heading up onto the plateaus, which should be pretty interesting with how much snow we've got. Yeah, it's so fun, but man, it's hard to tell where the track is. Like, if you look ahead, there's just nothing.
This has been 3 years in the making. We
Yep.
haven't been on a snow trip. We've never been on a proper four-wheel driving snow trip.
Not together.
Not together. I haven't at all, so it's very exciting. I brought a couple toboggans in the back. They say they're rated to children and small adults.
So hopefully we're small enough.
Yeah, it'll be a good test.
Oh, we can do it on that bank there. We'll do that shortly.
Oh, how good.
Look out the front. There's just a blanket of snow. And this is where we turn.
You just have to have been here before to know where to go.
This is crazy. Honestly, if I didn't know where the track went from coming up here previous times, it'd be so hard to tell that, you know, like the line is in front of us here and then off up the hill.
We were just
This is going to be cool.
We were just saying in the car, we're like, how the hell does he know where he's going?
I did this track like a month ago.
Thank God.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be on your phone just following topo, like a bit here, a bit here.
I'd still be driving to that marker.
Yeah, well there's another track that goes up there.
Alright.
We might go have a look on the way out. There's some
Yeah.
cool pinnacles, like limestone formations, like a K that way.
Who's feeling
Anyway.
like a child or a small adult today?
That's why we stopped. We stopped so we could do this and then drive that.
So Tim coming!
Oh, cold! Oh, beautiful.
And the guy's in shorts.
What a madman. Oh! Oh! This is too much fun. On a side note, it is just beautiful out here. It is so beautiful. Like these mountains, just stunning. 360 views. There's a wee snow shower before, but it's kind of lifted. But yeah, sun highlighting the snow over there, and then we're going to head up that plateau shortly.
After we'd all taken turns on the sleds, we decided they were lacking some horsepower. A couple of false starts later, and we'd hooked the sleds up directly to the snatch strap using a soft shackle, and we were away. Now, I don't want to sound like the fun police, but it seemed like every time it snows in New Zealand, some fool drivers use it as an excuse to tear the place up. Facebook fills up with videos of trucks doing donuts in public areas or tearing up farmers' paddocks they've helped themselves to. Let me be crystal clear, that behaviour is completely unacceptable. It damages property, gets gates put up, and gives fool drivers a bad name. Towing a sled round in a few circles out here is a completely different story. This is a remote, barren riverbed with no vegetation, no soft ground below being torn up, and no one around for miles. It's a controlled environment where the only thing we're disturbing is a bit of fresh snow. Responsible off-roading means knowing where you can have a bit of fun without causing damage to the surroundings.
That's a happy wife right there. Oh, through the mud! That's a decent pace she's got going. It feels a lot faster than what I imagine it looks like. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You gotta do it, bro. It's actually sick.
Oh, over the bush!
Heading to the tree.
Straight over the bush! Far out.
I tell you what, that was way too much fun. When Ilse first asked if we could buy some sleds, I honestly thought it might have been a bit of a waste of time, but I'm so glad she did, because it ended up being one of the highlights of the entire weekend. But playtime was now over and it was time to gain some elevation. We headed towards a plateau that not only offers stunning views, but also promised the deep snow that we were chasing. I knew it would make for some fun wheeling, but I didn't expect it to turn into such a battle. The weight of the snow had brought down a heap of branches, and the higher we climbed, the more the track seemed to just disappear. It didn't take long before it was time to break out the chainsaw.
Tim, you can't see.
No, I can't really see very well.
Here we go.
There's too much packing up on the windscreen wipers.
Where are you going?
I can't see.
Straight into a bush.
Can't see where the track goes.
Not that way.
The problem is the windscreen wipers can't clear because there's so much snow. I don't want to break the wipers, so just clear some of it off and then press on. Oh, straight down my t-shirt. That's just lovely.
Father Christmas there.
Alright, watch out, Ilse.
Tim has different eyes than me. We're still going about
Oh no. No.
20 k's an hour into what appears to not be the track, maybe?
No, that's the track.
Some bushes.
This really gives you an idea of what the next couple of hours looked like. The snow had brought down so much scrub that it was almost impossible to tell which gaps between the bushes were natural gaps and which ones were where the track was supposed to be. And every now and then, the track then just completely vanished into a wall of thick snow and tangled scrub.
So, this is the track apparently. It just goes through here. And just around here. And then we break into the open.
Like a battle rope in the gym.
Yeah. Today's been a
How do you know about those, Tim?
You made me do them once. Hated it.
First and last time at the gym.
I was gonna say, just need to go snow wheeling more. Righto, so we're in a bit of a pickle. We're like 45 degrees across the track. So we've done some digging and I'm just dropping the tyres from 15 to 10. Try and get a bit more traction so we can get out of here. Because there's not enough space to turn around. But like 100 metres up, there's enough space to turn around. So I think this is probably as far as we're going to get, but we just need to get to a turnaround bay.
I really wish we had more footage of this section, but we were so flat out trying to clear the track that I forgot to film half of what was going on. It turned into a full cycle of clearing the track, driving forwards, getting stuck and then digging ourselves out, and then doing it all over again. The snow was about a foot deep, but what made it so tough was a really icy layer at the bottom. It offered zero traction, which made my job of breaking the trail so difficult.
He's getting through it. Let's get the tracks.
Someone already snowplowed. Where are you going? Well, we've just had a quick bite to eat, but we're running out of daylight, so we need to get to the hut, so we're going to turn around here. Unfortunately, can't press on any further. I really wanted to see how far up this track we could go, but it's not meant to be. It's just getting a bit dicey and running out of time. Unfortunately, my winch isn't working, so if I had a working winch, I'd be a lot more comfortable, because then you know, got a ground anchor, get out of most situations. But yeah, anyway, how was lunch, Ilse?
Oh, it's so good. Hot chockies, 2 of them.
And how was the track?
I'm scared to go down it. It's slippery.
Yeah, it's pretty icy. It's really surprising just how slick it's become. So we'll see how we get on going back down.
Before we get too far into the trip, I just wanted to remind you to check out Sam's video once you're done with this one. The link's in the video description. It might seem a bit odd to watch two videos of the same adventure, but seeing it through his perspective with his shots and his own editing style honestly makes it feel like a whole different experience. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps YouTube push the channel out to new viewers, and the more that the channel grows, the more I can justify to put time and money into filming trips like this. And a quick reminder, I've recently set up a Patreon page. So if you've been watching the channel for a while and you'd like to support the content a little bit more, check out the link in the video description and see what's available. Thankfully, the drive back down to the valley floor was far less eventful than the climb up. There was still that icy base layer of snow to deal with, but the ruts we'd carved in the snow on the way up kept us on track. And with gravity finally working in our favour, it was no dramas at all. What took us a couple of hours to battle through on the way up took barely 10 minutes on the way back down. Once we reached the valley floor, we turned upstream towards the hut we were hoping to stay in for the night, assuming others hadn't beaten us to it. The snow was much shallower down in the open valley, and it got even shallower as we worked our way upstream, which was unusual, as we were still climbing in elevation. There was one last river crossing to tackle, and this one definitely had a bit more depth to it. I let the Luxes head through first to test the depth. The beta truck doesn't have a snorkel, so I ended up picking a different line, one that didn't drive us into the current as much, meaning less chance of water being pushed into the airbox, which thankfully was on the downstream side.
Righto, well, we have made it to Bason's hut, and to our surprise, everyone else has turned around and gone out that's come up the valley today, and we have it all to ourselves currently. It's about 3 o'clock, I think, so yeah, magic. Anyway, we're going to get a fire going because it's chilly. See if we can get some stuff drying. Is this your first New Zealand hut you've seen?
Yeah, well, we went to Green Hut in Reefton, but that was pretty
that one's
unmaintained.
Yeah, that one. We went there like... Actually, that's the last video we did. We went to Green Hut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
This one's way better.
Yeah, this one you can actually live in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a fireplace going. We're at about... 10 minutes, it's going to have Wi-Fi. Yeah, these lads have Starlink. Like, how good's that? Anyway, we're at about 800... Exactly 800 metres. So yeah, we're going to get the fire going, warm up, and then dry some gear off, and I guess we'll start thinking about dinner. That was a mint drive-in. It is so beautiful. So neat how all the clouds kind of lifted in the valley now, and just views as far as you can see, like 360 views. Magic. Anyway, let's get unpacked and kick back for a bit. That is way more efficient.
Why don't we just get a heap of those bottles
and run that all night?
and do that all night?
Alright. Well, it's a bit blown out, but we've got lamb wraps. Looks pretty good. Oh, we're fogging up again already. But well done, Ilse.
Thank you.
This camera needs to dry out. Righto, good morning. What a beautiful, beautiful place we've woken up in. It's magic. But far out. It was pretty chilly last night until we got the fire cranking, and then we actually got the hut a bit too toasty. I ended up having to pop out for a bit because I was just so hot I couldn't sleep. But yeah, that hut was a lifesaver. It would have been brutal camping. Doable, but brutal. The trucks are all completely iced over. Everything's like, the doors are frozen shut. Charlie's letting more air out of his tyres because he wants to test out his bead locks. But yeah, we have a big day today, so we've got some distance to cover, so we're trying to get on the road pretty much ASAP. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of pause and soak it in because it is just stunning. It is very crisp out there, so we'll go see if the beta truck starts. Everyone else got their truck started already. Fingers crossed. He's hoping. Too easy. How good's that?
Not bad.
It is so fresh out here. Anyway, we're pretty much all packed up now. We are heading to the west coast today, so we need to leg it out of here. So we won't film a whole lot on the way out, but it's pretty beautiful, so I'm sure we'll stop for a few shots. But yeah, this hut was a lifesaver. So glad that it was empty. Anyway, we'll clean it out, sweep it out for the next people, and be on our way.
What on earth are you up to?
We made 1% progress.
feel like the driver's side will be a good enough, eh?
Of my range, and while the whole world starts to fall, I'll be the one rising up, standing tall. They got me like oh, they got me like oh, they got me like oh, they got me like oh.
After waking up to what was truly one of the most memorable, not to mention gorgeous landscapes I've ever seen, we packed up quickly and hit the tracks. I really didn't film much on the way out, as our goal was to reach the west coast by early arvo and get in some hard wheeling, and that required us to hustle. Things certainly didn't go according to plan, however next episode we'll be tackling one of my absolute favourite west coast tracks, Mount Greenland, so if you're new here be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. It is definitely one of the most memorable adventures to date. But before I leave you to enjoy the last few minutes of footage from our drive out, I just wanted to say thanks again to Sam and Mitch from Built Not Bought for being on board with this last minute change of plans to go snow wheeling. Prior to this wheeling trip, I'd not met either of them and only shared a few messages while loosely planning out the trip. I really had no idea what to expect, as while I've watched Sam's channel for years, I had no idea what they'd really be like in real life, and was a bit nervous to see how it would all pan out behind the hype. But let me tell you, it was such a blast getting to hang out and adventure with them for 4 days. They were super down to earth guys, way more genuine wheelers than I could have ever expected, and keen as to get stuck into whatever Charlie and I had planned for them. And it really made the trip that much better. And I still can't believe they did this whole trip without a heater core in their Hilux. Hectic.
We ended up coming out via Lake London. Far out, there are so many people here. This is wild. Anyway, we'll get some air in these tyres and wrap up this video because we're headed down to Ross to do some wheeling on the west coast with Sam and Charlie. Righto, well I figured we might as well wrap the video up here. A little bit chaotic at the end there. But yeah, we're under a bit of time pressure to get to the coast and we're running pretty late. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit subscribe to stay tuned for everything we've got coming. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it and let me know down below what you thought of it. And yeah, stay tuned because we're heading to the coast and it's going to be an awesome time. Catch you guys in the next one. We'll see you then.
Join us next time as we take the boys coast wheeling up the epic Mount Greenland track. This track is as hard as it gets when it comes to tough touring. Big bogs, huge rock steps, boulder gardens and steep terrain all get thrown in with spectacular views and remote backcountry camping to make for one absolutely wild adventure. Catch you then.
She's too chill about it.
Just get a snorkel.